Hello, it's Wednesday the 31st. I'm FxPlew and this is the market brief. Now, as we know, the UK economy is facing some pretty major issues. In the shorter term, many expect a recession later in the year. Of course, the hope is that this will be shallow and short-lived as we all cross our fingers for the Bank of England to engineer a soft landing. But inflation remains high and they only have more rate hikes in their locker to work with. Looking towards the longer term, the government is still trying to find a strategy that will successfully leverage Brexit and help deliver reliable economic growth. Broader sentiment suggests that Sunak's team may have the ability to get things running in the right direction, but with an election looming, their biggest challenge may be to persuade voters that they can be trusted. Sunak wants to be seen as a safe pair of hands, but he has a pretty uphill battle on a pretty steep incline set by May and Johnson and Liz Truss. Not that her 44 days in number 10 really qualifies her to be on that list. Sunak still needs to find a strong strategy that his party and the wider electorate can get behind, so he's probably in for a tricky old time ahead of the next general election. But with what Labour seem to be bringing to the table, the wider electorate may have a pretty bleak choice, being asked to choose between the lesser of two evils. Time will tell. Over in the US, focus has shifted to non-farm Friday and the payrolls report due at the end of the week. Many expect the data to confirm a lower number of new jobs created in the US, meaning the Fed will have room to pause their rate tightening cycle if they so wish. This would be a pause rather than an end to the current course of action, as Powell's Fed prefers to err on the side of caution. Balance of opinion is split over the economic outlook and the associated recession risk in the US, and the US is not used to this kind of indecision, so many hope that next month we'll see decisive action from the Fed. The market reaction to a pause may see the dollar face a renewed pressure as the future yield appeal falls relative to the euro and to sterling as the ECB and the Bank of England continue to vote further rate hikes. Indeed, the dollar fell yesterday and the dollar index dropped to around 103.85. That was as the debt ceiling deal was handed over to Congress for discussion. Sterling topped out around 124.45 against the dollar as a reaction. We kick off today around 123.90 against the dollar. We're about 115.90 against the euro, and euro dollar is around 106.95 on the open. That's it from me. Have a great day.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FxPlew.